Welcome to the Modeling Empowered Narratives podcast, where we work towards mastering empathetic navigation. I'm your co-host, Jordan Flowers. We got the two big men in the building. Yeah, I'll bleep that out because I didn't want to cuss this early. Jacob Hale and BJ Wilson, man, is in the building. How we doing today, fellas?
Phenomenal. Every day, phenomenal.
Good.
Yeah. Except for the fact that my parents left me, abandoned me, and went to Mexico without me. So yeah.
Oh, like Home Alone.
Home Alone. My sister left. My parents left. All my cousins went. It's a great day to be alive. Yeah.
Home Alone. Hey, listen, BJ, I'm home alone too. My mom is in Cali. We just asked her, when are you coming back? She says, I don't know.
That's
what I got.
Insane answer.
I don't know when my mother's coming back.
Criminal.
That is wild, by the way.
So yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, we're she's continuing to send us pictures of her doing fun things in Cali, enjoying the weather. And yeah. So I understand, BJ, where you coming from.
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, my mom did that, and it made me so sick. And this was like last month when it was kind of cold. Bro, she was in Costa Rica, bro, trying a Bigger Mac out there at that McDonald's, bro. They had
a Bigger Mac.
A Bigger Mac is crazy.
They had a McChicken Big Mac. That she.
Oh, that's a McGangbang. Is that not a McGangbang?
I mean, I've heard. I know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
I absolutely know what you're talking about.
I'm very sure that's a Bigger Mac.
No, it's not. This got to be a cultural thing, then, or regional.
Terrible Chicago slang. I mean, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, no, you.
Yeah, let's not start that. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is a family show.
A Bigger Mac.
Bigger Mac.
I thought you were saying it was like a legit thing on the menu. You're just this is a McGangbang.
It's a McGangbang, brother.
I don't know what it was, bro, but she was reviewing it and sent us a video of it, bro, like Guy Fieri. Like she was.
Oh man,
like, she really like tried that thing.
Jesus Christ. Listen, bro, that McGangbang went platinum in the hood as a person that was a young fella that had $5 to his name. Oh. Do you know what you could one McChicken? Now you know McDonald's on a little price hike right now. I don't know if you've seen that hash brown like $3.09 or whatever. Yeah, $3.09 for one hash brown is crazy. McDonald's, I don't know what they got going on, but the point of it is, they had the McChicken one day for $1 at a time. It was $1, and the McDouble was $1, and for $2, you had a nice solid meal for if you was a young man in the hood.
Oh, that's taking care of you.
Real rap.
Through the day.
And like a little hot Cheetos. We had a terrible diet back then, huh?
Bro, for AAU basketball, we used to stop at McDonald's before and after games. Like, that's insane.
Bro, running on rocket fuel.
Like, what? Going crazy. Playing against the best athletes in the world on McDonald's is crazy. Best athletes at that grade in the world is crazy.
You gotta go with some wings.
But that track and field concession stand used to go crazy.
Oh my gosh.
The walking taco?
Bro, they had everything. Bro, the walking taco, bro. Bro, the burgers they had lined up in there. They were slow cooking.
No, he just said glick. No. You see how glicked up he is over here?
Bro, we're so fire.
I wasn't even on it back.
Hold on. Did you dress the glick up? Was you dressing the glick?
Yeah.
What? Okay, how do you dress your glick up?
A little ketchup, a little mustard. It's in the bun. No relish. That's disgusting. You're a sick human being if you eat relish. And yeah, that was it. Okay. That's all you needed. Maybe barbecue sauce, depending if it was grilled.
Yep, and this is why we got to get off this subject.
Right,
you see why him and his barbecue sauce stuff got to stop.
So you want to put barbecue sauce on a grilled blick?
You know me. I don't eat condiments at all.
Yeah, and that's why you're a sick human. I'm getting
bro, no, that's bad. No sauce is pretty bad.
It's terrible.
I mean, I'm not about to do this with y'all, man.
No sauce is pretty
crazy,
bad.
Bro. I'm not about to do this. Man, let's get into today's episode, man. You see how y'all, the viewers, they see what I got to go through, man. But before we get into today's episode, we know what we want to do, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, man. Your favorite podcast and all the content that we creating. Our big man Hale and BJ has been taking care of a lot of things in terms of pushing this out on the social media. So make sure that you're doing those likes, sharing those things. We pretty consistent now with getting these things rolled out, these episodes, but also our content is starting to pick up. And as we gain all this momentum going into season 3, which I'm really, really excited about coming here in the summer, man, we got so many great guests coming for you. But Yeah, make sure you share, man. Share, like, all that stuff, bro. It's love, right? I said it last time. It's just love.
It is
That's all
love.
it is, a
Very
little
It's
love.
appreciated.
love, man. Hey, it's
But
free.
and it's free. It's
It's free.
free. Free. It's free. But man, going with the flow. We back at it with another episode of Going with the Flow, where we bring you guys a lot of up to date, easy going subjects going on within the world. I know we kind of had a little heavier one that's going to be dropping this week, but this is the sports edition one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's from two former athletes and one current athlete that is going to be in that New York Jets green one day.
Oh yeah.
We're manifesting that, and I don't want him to comment on that because for those reasons, but I'm manifesting that for him as a New York Jets fan. So, without further ado, I want to get into the first topic of the day. Who is going first? I think
Mr.
we got
Hale, I believe.
I guess
Mr.
I'm going
Hale.
first.
Yes, indeed.
So,
Let's get into it.
so I'm rocking the Bellhawks. Yes,
The
sir.
Paddle
XFL
Dome.
team. Yes, sir. Best team in the league. But my first question to you guys, because if you saw the XFL game, it was a wild overtime win by the Battlehawks, of course. Of course, we won. But I wanted to ask you guys, what is the greatest sports atmosphere that you witnessed live? So I'll go first. I would say this is one of. I won't say it's the best, but it's probably top three for sure. New Year's. New Year's, I went to Dallas to watch the Cotton Bowl. I had one of my best friends plays receiver for Tulane, and Jordan's best friend too. We know who it is, but anyway, uh, if you saw that game from Tulane and USC, it was 10 times as crazier watching it live. Like going into that game, what we were talking about, we're like, as long as we stay in the game, we should be good, all that stuff. And for us to come back the way we did in that fourth quarter, and then that crazy diving catch that was ruled incomplete, and then it got overturned, bro. That was probably the most electric sports event I've been in so long. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, that was crazy. I don't think I'm gonna forget that for a while. So I'm pushing it on to you guys, man. What was one of the craziest sports atmospheres you've seen?
I guess I'll go first, or I guess go second. But to piggyback off what you said, hell, man, yeah, that was a dope event to go to, man. Shout out to our guy. Hopefully, we get him on the podcast here soon. He getting ready for the draft, just like our man BJ is, and so I got a lot of bones to pick because they didn't want to throw but like one ball to my guy the whole goddamn game. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, point of it is that was a dope game, man. Like that was a dope game. The atmosphere in there was super electric. Like you said, we were talking before we even started to get on this podcast and we started recording. But man, Tajay really did look like prime Barry Sanders, Tajay Spears for the viewers. Tulane's
Shout
running
out to
back.
him.
Shout out to him, man. That boy looked like Barry plus a little Michael James. Shout out to the old school. Yeah, a little bit of that. Yeah, he was going nuts against that USC defense, which I don't know if we could call that pretty much any type of defense. They got a great offense. Shout out to Caleb Williams, Heisman winner, and all that. Shout out to all those quarterbacks out there in the world. But yeah, that was a really, really dope experience. But yeah, that man, the ruling of that being complete though, like when the refs came back, hell, that's crazy. I think I got the video, bro. You can just see my hand just shaking. We going nuts. Both of our friends took their shirts off, bro. Like it was, we have no ties other than my homie being at Tulane to the Tulane University at all. Like none, bro.
That reminded me, bro. So the game was over, like the game ended and we won and everything, right?
Right.
I just remember everyone came together and just started hugging each other. Like if you were on Tulane, like if you had the Tulane gear on, bro, you just straight up hugging each other. It's like, hey man, we did it. Like it felt like the Cavs when they won the championship. It felt like that.
Fact. So, but for me, it's two events that come to mind for me real quick, and I'll be quick with this before I shift to BJ. The first one is I was at the game. First, I think it was the first championship game in Jerry's World, Nebraska versus Texas. The famous Mac Brown 1 second when Colt McCoy threw that thing out of bounds, and it was 0 seconds left on the clock, and they put 1 second on there. They beat Nebraska by a field goal. I was there for that game. That was the craziest atmosphere. When they put that 1 second on the clock, that's the year that Texas ended up playing Alabama in the championship game. But Nebraska lost by that field goal, man. That was an electric game to be at, even though our home state came on the losing side. The other one is, I'm gonna do something Omaha related, right, y'all?
Of course.
Not even just Omaha related. Omaha Central. Shout out to all them Eagles in the world. Omaha Central versus Oak Hill. The dominant Oak Hill that played. Carmelo, the Brandon Jennings, all the people that went to Oak Hill. We played Oak Hill in 2013, I believe. My 8th grade year, right before I went into there, and beat Oak Hill, bro. Like, that was the craziest thing for Omaha school to beat the top dominant team that had the Sendarius Thornwells. There was a couple more NBA players on that team I can't think of, but man, that atmosphere was crazy. That Oak Hill came all the way to Nebraska, and we ended up beating them, man. So yeah, shout out to all them Eagles. Shout out to KJ, Coy, Nick Billingsley, Tradeon, DeAndre. Them boys went nuts. Nick Billingsley. Yeah, shout out to all them Eagles, but that was probably the most electric atmosphere for me.
Yeah, no, that's crazy because those SLU Billikens would have gave y'all work, but that's another point. Anyways, my favorite, probably most electric sporting event, I can't decide because I can't fully remember. We had a bunch of games. I was on a 15U and 16U EYBL team. So, we're traveling and we'd go watch the 17U games. Some of those games, we had one game where it was Jason Tatum versus De'Aaron Fox. We played a game versus Michael Porter and Trae Young. Bro, those games were insane. And then, so we got a chance to go to Peach Jam and watch a few of those games. I think we lost the two that my 15U team got to watch. But just how packed the gym was, everyone has cameras out, real cameras, they're really into this. And this is high school basketball at its best. That might have been the best memory for me, but I can't fully remember all the details. So got to show love to Quincy, not university, but high school. Me and one of my other teammates from high school that played at Quincy went and watched our high school play against Quincy's basketball team, our Quincy High School's basketball team. They have the lights to go out. They have this guy in the blue devil suit come running out with this little flaming trident. There's fire going on everywhere. The fans are rowdy. Amazing environment for high school basketball. I was actually extremely impressed with it, and it precedes itself a little bit because I was talking with somebody on one of the interviews I did, and they actually played Quincy, and that was the first thing they asked me about. They're like, "How did you like the atmosphere at the high school basketball and football games?" I'm like, "It's amazing. It's like that."
Absolutely, and
well,
before you even get in there, I got a bone to pick with him real quick.
With me,
boy, sure. I was there, weren't you? Yo,
were you? Oh yeah. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, I was but they really do. Now I'm just being facetious, but they have a dope environment. That Quincy shootout. I think Link Academy had played there. All the top high school teams was there in that tournament. So man, when the lights went down, the Pittsburgh came out, this, that, and third. Of course, I got SLU hate just because I like making fun of him and AJ.
Of course,
and any private school, high school players, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm not just playing, but SLU was they did their thing. They did their thing for sure. Yeah. Go ahead, El.
Okay. What I was gonna say was because you guys got two, I'm throwing one more in there. Then.
All right.
What's up?
Talk to us.
All right. Man, there's so many I can say, but I really enjoyed this one. I talk about this all the time. All right. I think this was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. This is back when I had my old car, Lucille, also. So
Lucille. Wow.
Right. Yep, the 08 Hyundai Sonata, baby. 250,000 miles.
Jesus Christ, that boy was pushing tomatoes. Boy was whipping mater.
Man.
If that ain't more than Andrews at all.
Hey, that girl blew up in the parking garage. I knew it was over. Yikes. As soon as it stopped, I didn't even try to get it fixed. I just said, yeah, y'all can go ahead and take this away. I'm good. But anyway, so me and speaking of Andrew, me and Andrew drove down to New Orleans to see our receiver friend from Tulane, right? It was really cool. Great weekend. Really love New Orleans. If you haven't been there, great place to be at. Best food you'll ever have in your life, hands down. So, but the game that we went to a Saints game on Sunday. It was the Saints versus the Bucks, and this is Tom Brady, right? Like I think he won. I think he won the Super Bowl that year. Like this is actual Tom Brady. Okay, so first of all, I can't remember the song, but I'm gonna remember this song and make sure that you guys see it. There's this old school song that they still play in that Superdome from when they won back in '08. I don't remember. It's like, here we come to
To
get
get
you.
you.
Very big come.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. They still play that song down there. But that game was so crazy. It was it was Mark Ingram's first game back because he got traded back to the team. Um, Crawfish Winston Jameis
Crawfish
went
Winston.
out there,
Oh, man.
tore his ACL or something like that in the
Oh, was
game.
that
And then
game?
Trevor Simeon came. Yeah, it was that game.
Oh.
And then Trevor Simeon came in. And then so we're thinking, all right, Tom's about to win this thing, right? Bro, they had a walk-off pick six to win the game against the Bucks. That was just crazy. But there was so much about it, man. That atmosphere is amazing. I love New Orleans, great place to go to. And those fans are just different, man. They love the party, man. I loved it.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, is that? Oh, this song? Oh,
Yeah, there
copyright.
Hey, bro, I feel like Ray
Lewis.
Lewis right now, bro. I'm about to get up and do that Ray Lewis right now.
I used to have that song on my iPod, not classic, not touch, but the one that had the lowest. No, it wasn't the Nano. It's in between all of that. But I used to have that song, and that played a lot on there because I only had like 100 songs. That was one of my favorite songs.
Yes, and
BJ,
that's a great
bro,
song.
like I don't think y'all understand. They played it like it was a brand new song.
Bro, because it will get you hype every time. I
bro, like they were singing it word for word there.
Good.
They knew that.
Hey, you know what's one thing though? Before we move to BJ, I want to be able to shift into so we can shift into the next question. But before I go and leave this earth, one environment I got to be at, bro.
St. Louis Cardinals.
I
agree.
Absolutely no. No, that's not where it was going. I have to hear that Florida State chant at night in person, bro. Like I have, bro, that chant, bro, at Florida State. Now, I don't want to hear it at the Chiefs fans. The Chiefs are like, well, you can just come down to KC, and that's not the same thing. All right. And I don't, if you know me, I'm an avid Chiefs hater. All right. So, but I need to go see and experience that Florida State chant. I need to go see Renegade, the horse, and the tomahawk chop and the planting the spear. I need to experience that, bro. That's one of my things I gotta experience for sure. And Duke, Carolina.
Penn State all white. Need that.
Penn State all white is a really good one.
Penn State all white. I'm going there with you.
Insane. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, gotta get that.
See that.
Yeah. And then then Duke, Carolina. Y'all know I'm a Carolina fan, so gotta get that in for sure. Well, let's get into the next question, man. We're shifting a little bit from just generic and talking about just the best in sports environments in general in all sports, and now we're shifting into basketball, which I got beef with my boy, but I'm gonna let him go ahead and get his question off before I get my rocks off with him, man.
Get your rocks off. It's crazy. Anyways, first off, we got to shout out to the WNBA and Aaliyah Boston getting the first overall pick a few hours ago.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
But anyways, at the time of this video, it's right before the playing game. So, we got to talk NBA playoffs. I need to see where y'all boys' heads at. And we're just going to go round by round, starting in the West. So, Pelicans, Thunder, and then we got Lakers and Timberwolves in the first few games. So I got Thunder and I got Lakers in that first round. And then I got Timberwolves getting knocked off by the Thunder. So Thunder sneaking their way in to that 8 seed. I need to know where y'all heads at, though.
Okay.
That boy Rudy gone. So
yeah. Rudy is gone. So I'm going to let Hale, you want to take this one first?
Yeah. Let me make sure I write this down so I don't confuse myself here.
Of course, yeah.
I definitely have the Lakers winning. You know what? You've earned it, Jordan. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna have the Lakers definitely making that for sure. And then I'm gonna have the Pelicans sneaking in there. You know,
Oh,
I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan of the boys. I like
you're a
them.
sick
I
human
would
being.
just like them to win. So I got the Pelicans and the Lakers both winning their playing games and moving on.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. I see where his
Oh
alliance
man.
goes.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So
Come on, man.
let
yeah.
me preface this, man. So let's go with this, man. As you can see, shout out to Goat James, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, I'm
whatever.
respect. Yeah, Goat James, man. Shout out to that boy. You know, I got the other Lakers jersey on, but that's a conversation for another day. Let's get into it though. I got the Lakers winning. I think losing Jay McDaniels, I went to the Minnesota game. He was locking up Bron, and I'm a Bron fan. I wouldn't even say locking up Bron. If you hear this, I'm sorry. He was containing Bron. I do got the Lakers winning with no Rudy, no Jaden McDaniels. I think it'll be a tough and no Nas Reed. I forgot Nas Reed is out for the season too. So I think the Lakers
Oh,
do
yeah, that's over
win.
with.
Yeah, Lakers win, get that 7 seed. Timberwolves versus and then in the other game, yes, Pelicans versus Thunder. I got the Pels, man.
Y'all are sick.
I think that's a really, really tough game. I like the Thunder. I just think they're just a couple pieces away. I just think that youth and inexperiences. I love J-Dub, bro. I think he's the rookie of the year, by the way. Rookie of the year,
I don't know if you're
Jalen
gonna get
Williams.
that, but I like where your head's at. But I don't know about that one.
No, I'm just saying I would like he's a great he's a nice rookie, bro.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I think the Pelicans just got a little bit too much experience. I think CJ and them boys will get it done. And then that will leave Pels versus who?
Pels versus Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. Give me Timberwolves. Rudy will be back. I just don't think they got the right matchups down there. So
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So we already off to a little disagreement. That's fine. We're gonna move to the other side of the bracket. Or y'all want to stay on the same side right now?
let's just go same side.
Same side. Okay. So I got Denver versus Thunder in my first 1-8 matchup. Thunder's getting smashed. That boy Jalen Williams, because we got two Jalen Williams. We got Jalen Williams at center, and then J-Dub at power. Or what does he play? Small forward? Power forward?
I think he plays small. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not doing anything with the Nuggets. That's just not going to happen. Phoenix versus Clippers. Russell Westbrook and KD. Kawhi and PG versus D Book. Come on. I got my boy KD coming out with the dub. Unfortunately, this is all I got for the Suns. I wanted to see my dog Westbrook get a dub. It's just not going to happen.
Thank God he ain't in that purple and gold no more. I'm sorry. Go ahead, though.
Yeah. Well, he's doing a lot better now that he's left that terrible system. Let me tell you.
Cool. It's cool.
Yeah, whatever. Kings versus Golden State Warriors. We're lighting the beam all the way. Kings got it. Kings got that probably in 5. And I'm getting disrespectful. Even though I want Memphis to have to play the Kings. Or have to play Golden State. I would love that. But yeah, Golden State, they're not coming out on top. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
In 5?
Okay, that's pretty bold. But yeah.
No, he has to stamp that.
Yeah.
Stamp that. We talked about it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we definitely stamped it.
Oh, my goodness. That was so disrespectful.
I'm not a fan of the Warriors, if you can't tell. I'm not a fan of Draymond.
Ooh.
I'm not a fan of Clay right now. I'm just not a fan of the team.
Okay, let's keep moving, man.
Oh,
I can't. Yeah, we're gonna discuss that further off the air.
I want to make even more mad. Y'all boys ain't making it past Memphis.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we name out the series again for me? So you got
Denver versus the versus Timberwolves is what you got.
Okay, Denver versus Timberwolves. Man, that's actually I think that's a great matchup. I think Nuggets though they gonna have some problems with Anthony. But I have Nuggets in 6. Give me Nuggets in 6. I just think they're just a better team.
Okay.
Next playoff series.
Phoenix versus Clippers.
Phoenix versus Clippers. Suns is just too much for them. No PG. And look like PG might return, but even with PG, I just think he's gonna be hobbled.
I didn't even know he was out.
Yeah, PG is out with his knee, knee injury, so he might be out for the whole series. So I got Suns and I'll go Suns and let me not be disrespectful. I'll go Suns and I got Suns in 5, man. I can't see the Clippers.
Yeah.
They got Suns in 5, man. KD just too much.
Russell having one game of 40 points. Just saying.
Yeah, he'll pull out one at home. They'll pull out one at home. And then what we got for the last one? Lakers versus Grizzlies?
No, you got Kings versus the Warriors first.
Kings versus Warriors first. Okay. Man, the Kings don't play any defense. They have a really, really good offense. I think number one offense in the league. The Warriors been hitting that kind of their stride. They cannot win on the road. I think they got the 10-30 on the road. Listen, 10-30 on the road this year. That's nasty work.
Why
That's
do you know that
nasty.
stat?
Yeah, bro. I've been kind of studying, bro. I've been prepping. 10-30 on the road, brother. Give me Warriors in.
Oh, you got the Warriors still.
Give me Warriors in 5, man. I think Draymond's the X factor. I think they just provide. I think Draymond will be just really, really dominant this series, and I think they'll limit them on the defensive. I just think they're just gonna be overmatched, and I don't like them on the defensive end. And you know that whistle gets swallowed.
Oh yeah,
ain't not gonna be too many free throws. And then Lakers, Grizzlies. Give me Lakers. I can't be, and I'm not gonna be cynical. This is gonna be as unbiased as possible. Lakers in 6. Why do I have Lakers in 6? I think Ja does provide a matchup nightmare for us, but LeBron is just too much. No,
right inside my city.
no, but no. What's the name? No Steven Adams and no Brandon Clark. I think Anthony Davis has a monster series, but I do think Ja will go off for 2 games and win them some games. I don't like Dylan Brooks at all. I want to make that sure. That's very clear. That has nothing to do with my prediction, but I just want to throw that out there. And yeah, there you go. Go ahead, Hill.
All right. Well, for my list, we got Denver's and Pels. I got Denver in 5.
Yo,
I don't think there really needs to be that much explanation about that. I this is a good Nuggets team. I actually believe in them a lot. I think they're going to go pretty far this year. Now that they're got something going, they're healthy for once, so that's something going. Then we got Suns and Clippers. I got Suns in 5. I think I'm agreeing the same thing. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the Suns because I know a lot of people have them as a favorite. The only thing is that with KD and Chris Paul, whatever can go wrong will go wrong, and that's just how they are, man. So
that's crazy.
not this round. They're gonna have a good first round. I got them in 5, but at some point something's gonna happen. So just something to keep in mind. I have Kings and Warriors. I got Warriors in 6. Experience, this Warriors team, they are going to come alive to a degree. I don't think it's going to be dominant, but I think they're going to grind out some key wins there. So I'm gonna have the Warriors in 6, and then Memphis versus Lakers. I got Memphis, man. Bro, I got Memphis.
Yeah,
Memphis
it's a parade inside my city.
Memphis in 6, stamped it. All right, I'm a huge fan of Lofton, man. I really like the kid. There's one of the few people I really did watch college basketball related, and he went for 42 points. Granted, it was a meaningless game, but I'll say it like this. Part of the reason why I think Memphis is going to win is because I do not have a lot of faith that Anthony Davis is going to be playing all those games, unfortunately. Just how it's been. If something happens to where Anthony Davis is limited, that Lakers team is going to get cooked.
Fact.
And that Memphis team, I just think that Memphis team, they're just better connected. They're just pretty well put together. I think they're going to do well.
Hold on.
I think they're going to do well.
Yeah, I got a propaganda, and then we're going to move on because I know for the sake of time, but I want y'all to know that Lakers have the best defense since the trade deadline. They have the best record in the NBA since the trade deadline. LeBron is happy. D'Lo is happy. LeBron missed 11 of those 22 games, which is half of those games, and still managed to have the best record in the NBA. There is no Steven Adams. Now, I won't be cynical because I want BJ to be able to move on with this question, but I will say I can see the Grizzlies beating the Lakers. That's just my unbiased opinion. But I just think, again, I'm going to respectfully disagree only because Jaren Jackson gets in foul trouble a lot, and they don't have a backup for him. Now, if we get Tony Davis and not Anthony Davis, then, yeah, we got problems. And there's a difference between Anthony and Tony.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Yeah, and Tony, if Tony Davis show up, yeah, we gonna get cooked. And I don't know.
Got locked up by PJ Tucker.
Yeah, I don't want to see Tony Davis's playoffs, but go ahead. Let's keep moving for the sake
Yeah,
of time.
we're gonna speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So this next round, simple Nuggets versus Phoenix. I still think no matter what, Phoenix is gonna be too much once they after that trade deadline. Like, bro, they're different. They're knocking off the Nuggets probably in 6 games, maybe in 5. It might get disrespectful out there. And then who did I have? I had the Kings versus Memphis. I got Memphis pulling that one out too. I think that Kings inexperience catches up to them, even though Memphis doesn't have experience either. I just like that Memphis team. I'm telling y'all, they are a team. They are going to make something shake. So
Okay.
move on to you. Back to you.
Let's go with so then we got Denver versus who? Phoenix. Denver versus Phoenix. I got Phoenix in 5. They got just too much firepower, man.
Yeah.
Just too much firepower. And then I got Lakers versus Golden State. Ooh, that's nasty. Give me Lakers in 7. Lakers in 7. That's gonna be a nasty series. I can't see Golden State winning in 6 too. But give me Lakers in 7. Hell, it's on you.
Okay. All right. Well, I got Nuggets and Suns. I got Nuggets and 6.
Oof. I'd be happy with that. I'd be very happy with that.
I got Nuggets and 6. I'm throwing it in early. Like I said, I have no problem with the Suns. They should win this series. But for some reason, between KD and Chris Paul, they never have good luck. So
You're not wrong.
I'm banking getting into that round, something gonna happen. Someone gonna strain something, someone's gonna get ejected, someone's gonna get suspended, something's gonna happen. That's just what I'm banking on. Denver and 6. And then down we have Warriors and Memphis. I got Memphis, Maine in 5 games.
Woo!
5 games. Bro, it's time. It's time, bro. They've been waiting for this opportunity all year. I think they got them this year. I think it's finally their turn. I think they're finally going to get over the hump.
And Draymond going to be sick about it.
I got Memphis in 5.
This is crazy.
That's going to be a grueling matchup. I'm tuning into every single game if they both make it. I'm tuning into every single game.
All right, so conference finals.
Yep, keeping it pushing along. Phoenix versus Memphis. That firepower, it's a whole lot. Memphis isn't making it past Phoenix. I don't see any way they would do if everyone stays healthy for Phoenix, like we've been talking. I do like that Denver versus Memphis matchup, though, that you're about to be talking about, Hale, but I got Phoenix winning that versus Memphis.
And to wrap up the Western Conference Finals, I have, Lakers versus Phoenix. Man. Okay. God. Okay. Here we go. I do see the Suns winning if they're healthy. Well, I got Suns in 6. If they're healthy, Suns in 6. I think just too many. The playoffs just gonna wear on older LeBron, older AD, which he's not even really old, but he acts like it. Soft. Yeah, Charmin. Love you, AD. You've been pooping. So I got Suns in 6. If they are hurt, if anybody is gone, and I mean anybody out of them 4, DeAndre Ayton, CP3, Devin Booker, all the light-skinned one, and then the one that don't brush his hair. If any one of them is gone, I got Lakers in 6. If they all healthy, though, I got Suns in 6. So give me Suns in 6 because I'm banking on them being healthy.
Word.
Hell?
You know what? Stamp it. All right. I'm going all in on this.
He's about to say.
Give me Denver.
Nuggets versus Memphis. I got Memphis in 7.
Okay.
Memphis, hey, stamp this. Memphis is the team of destiny this year.
I mean, I love it.
Everything that's happened to them, I got them going to the finals.
Dang, you got them going on the road and beating Denver in Denver for game 7 too. Ooh, that's spicy. That's spicy. Let's get to the Eastern Conference.
I like that. Yeah, we're gonna rapid fire Eastern Conference. I ain't gonna lie.
Rapid fire.
All right, we got Toronto versus.
It's pretty straightforward on the Eastern side, in my opinion.
Yeah, Miami versus Atlanta. Who y'all got? Let me get all y'all opinion, and we're just gonna throw it in real
Miami
quick.
versus Atlanta. Give me Atlanta.
Give you Atlanta, all right, and then Toronto versus Chicago. Oh wait, I need yours, Hale. My bad. I'm tripping.
I'm also taking Atlanta.
I'm taking Miami in that one, and I'm taking Atlanta beating Toronto in the winner of 8 or 9 versus 10.
Okay.
Y'all got Toronto versus Chicago as your options.
So I got Toronto versus.
Definitely picking Toronto. It's just not our year yet. We're gonna get there, but
oh, that's your team. I know that.
I know. It's not our year yet. I'm being practical here, but we're gonna get.
He don't know if he want to be from St. Louis or Chicago.
Man,
we have an identity crisis.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Let's go. Dang, this is the battle of the battle of the 2-packs. Toronto, Chicago. Give me Chicago, man.
Okay.
Give me Chicago,
okay.
and
Pat
then
Bev getting on.
And then I got Miami beating Chicago.
Is Pat Bev celebrating the same way he did when the Timberwolves made it?
Nah, we've learned to do better.
Okay.
He can't do that twice in a row.
No,
but
really
knowing
can't.
Pat Bev, he will.
Yeah.
He might.
Oh man. All right, so I got Milwaukee going against who I got them going against? I got them going against Toronto. I got Milwaukee knocking them off. I'm just gonna run through all of these real quick.
Yep.
I got Cleveland knocking off the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks are really that good. I think there's some frauds. Philly's knocking off Brooklyn. Easy. James Harden, Joel Embiid going stupid. And then we got Boston versus I got Boston versus Miami. Boston or Jimmy Butler's not getting his get back. Boston's taking that. Easy.
Alrighty. I got Milwaukee versus who I got Milwaukee versus Miami? Yeah. Right. Yeah, I think I got it. Milwaukee versus Miami. Milwaukee dog walks them, bro. The Miami doesn't have anything. UD might have to get out there and play. So I don't know what they got going on in Miami, bro. So if UD is on the floor, they're cooked. And that boy had 25. So shout out to OG UD though. But that just don't have no offensive firepower outside of Jimmy Butler on that team. And I'm not a big Cleveland versus New York. Like you said, New York Knicks is fraudulent. If you know me, I do not like Julius Randle. He has yet to do a right-hand layup. So let me get Cleveland and in 5. Philly versus the Nets. I love Mikal, but Philly just too much. Give me Philly in 6. I actually think the Nets can win a couple of them. And then Boston versus Atlanta. I think that's a really, really interesting matchup. I'll give me I think they're trying to trip. I'll go Boston in 7. I'll go Boston in 7. I think it actually gets pushed.
Interesting. All right, I'll do this quick. Bucks in Toronto. I have the Bucks sweeping.
Okay.
Just gonna clear them out early.
Yep.
Cavs and Knicks. I got the Cavs in 6. Knicks are better than they have been, but Knicks are still the Knicks. They're gonna figure something out. They're gonna find a way to go home. 76ers and Nets. Joel Embiid might have 2 50-point games in the series. So I got Philly in 5. And then Boston and Atlanta. I got the Celtics in 5. I like the Celtics team. I still think they're pretty good. I think they get away with them early in the first round.
Simple. Keeping it pushing. I keep forgetting to do the amount of games. You know, I'm thinking fast. But so Milwaukee versus Cleveland. I very much enjoy this Cleveland team. Like just everything about them. Jared Allen, Darius Garland, and Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell's definitely going off at least 3 of those games. So I think this goes to 7 games, but still it's Milwaukee. Okay. No, actually I got 6. Milwaukee in 6. Keeping it pushing. I got Philly. They're knocking off Boston. They're getting rid of Jason Tatum. Joel Embiid and James Harden are not slowing down. I think that's going to be more of a battle than the Milwaukee game. So I think that's going to go to 7. And then we're going to move over to Jordan again.
All right. So I got Milwaukee versus Cleveland. Cleveland, this is not for you.
Oh, man.
I got Milwaukee in 5. Just too much firepower. They play just cohesive. I think Evan Mobley might have a nice matchup with Giannis. I think that's who they might throw on him. But I just think he would get in foul trouble a lot. And so I just like Milwaukee as a team altogether. Good Cleveland team, but they get packed up. Philly versus Boston. Ooh, I'm not a big believer in James Harden. So give me Boston in 6. Joel Embiid will keep them in some games. I didn't seen what's Harden turn into Mr. Freeze way too many times in the playoffs. So God, I'm getting so disrespectful. But give me Boston in 6 with
All
Philly.
All right, I got Bucks in 6. Pretty straightforward. I mean, they're by far the best team in the East, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
not much really to say there. And then Celtics versus 76ers. I think that's going to be the best series in the East if they end up going against each other. I think by far.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the Celtics getting out of there in 7,
Okay.
but I think this is a better Sixers team than what we've seen. And they're definitely going to give – it's definitely going to be a brawl. Like,
Yeah, I can
it's
see
going to be
that.
a brawl for sure.
But depends on what Tatum we get, man. All
Definitely.
of this.
Shout out to the Lou.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We have a bunch of firepower, but also a bunch of like weird variables where people aren't playing like how they're supposed to be.
Absolutely.
So,
Where we got conference finals now?
Yeah, conference finals for my matchups. I got the Battle of the Giants. I got Giannis versus Joel Embiid. And for once in his life, James Harden is pulling through and helping Joel Embiid get to a finals. Stamp that. I got not Bucks. I got 76ers versus the Suns in the finals.
76ers versus the Suns. Okay. So then I have Milwaukee versus Boston. I'm gonna stick with Milwaukee, man. I think this actually ends up being, I don't know why this came into my head. I think JB and JT actually split up after this. But I think Milwaukee's just a really good team, man. They're just overall a good team. And I love Jrue Holiday a lot. I think he's the X factor for that team. So give me Milwaukee in 6. Give me Milwaukee in 6.
Before you go, Hale, I just got to ask y'all, did y'all see the caption for how Jaylen Brown got injured?
Nuh-uh. Oh, the vase.
Yeah, by watering plant. It said by injury by watering plant on the NBA headlines.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, bro. Like
insane.
He broke a vase, I think. He tried to pick up the glass and like cut his hand, bro. Which is the most like if you pay attention to Jaylen Brown too, this is a very upset subject. Like he's like a very like Zen type dude. So that's just like very on brand for him to get injured that way.
Yes.
Like watering some plants. But praying for you, JB, man. I love you a lot, man.
Oh, man. You got a hell. What you got for us?
I got Bucks in Boston. I got the Bucks making it out in 6. Take everything Jordan said, and also I just feel like the Bucks just have an easier path, just gonna be more rested and
definitely.
Just gonna have a better edge on Boston.
Okay.
Good to take. So finals time.
Finals. I got Suns versus 76ers. As long as no injuries take place, the same theme it's been the entire time. The Suns got too much firepower. They created a championship team. I don't think Chris Paul chokes this time. I think Devin Booker and KD as a scoring duo is too much. They're winning, and they might win in 6. Or no, they might win in 5. I think they win in 6.
Okay. I like that. So I got Phoenix, the Suns versus Milwaukee. Man, this is a tough one. Now I'm gonna tell you why I got Milwaukee winning.
Okay.
I got Milwaukee winning just because of depth. Even if they're fully healthy, I think they're gonna be a little bit beat up. I don't trust Chris Paul playing 40 plus, 30 plus minutes in these games. And the Milwaukee can come off the bench with some great players like the Bobby Portises and all those people that's coming off the bench and being productive. I think they throw a lot of bodies at KD, from Giannis to Bobby Porter they just got a lot of depth, bro. I like Milwaukee, and I think they got home court too. So give me Milwaukee in 6, and Giannis gets his second and solidifies himself as best player in the league.
Would love that.
Hell,
I got Memphis, Maine versus the Bucks. I'm gonna have the Bucks winning in 6.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been there before. Better, I like this Bucks team because I don't feel like there's a lot of pressure on them this year than it has been, even though they're still the first seed. As crazy as that sounds, doesn't feel like a lot of people are talking about that team. And they're just as liable to win it as any other team. So I think their path is pretty straightforward to get there. Whoever they go against, I feel like they'll just have a good enough advantage to win regardless.
Fact.
So you can plug that in with the Suns. You could have plugged that in with the Lakers. I think you had. I forgot who you had.
Yeah, I
Someone
think I had Lakers.
or
Yeah.
Nuggets, whoever you would have. I think the Bucks are winning it all this year.
I agree. I think if the Lakers was the man, because I did have that little caveat, the Lakers was to get in if because the Suns being injured, the Lakers might get swept.
Oh yeah, no, it's not good for them at all.
I think it'll be a gentleman though. I think
No.
it'll be a gentleman sweep 5.
No,
I think LeBron and AD goes off one game,
no,
but it's not going more than 5.
no.
It wouldn't.
You're
go-
asking a lot out of AD. I'll be honest with you.
He's been
80s.
hooping. He's been hooping. I
That's
want y'all to know.
That's a long time. That's a lot of games.
That's true. That's true.
Due to certain football-related conditions, this episode's being split up into 2 parts. So if you want to check out our divisional picks for the NFL, make sure you like, subscribe, and even turn them noties on. And check out Volume 3, Part 2 next week.
Ooh.